President Bola Tinubu met Rabadu and service chiefs in closed-door meeting. INEC unable to open. Jigawa State Governor laments the deplorable state of hospitals. Sudan doctor warns of rise in measles cases amid conflict. Today is 15th Zulhijjah 1444 after the Hijrah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which is equivalent to 3rd July 2023. I am Salamatu Aliman with the news in full. President Bola Tinubu is in a closed-door meeting with the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Rabadu, and the Service Chief at the State House in Abuja. In attendance at the meeting include the Chief of Defense Staff, the Chief of Army Staff, Chief of Naval Staff, and Chief of Air Staff. The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, is also present at the security meeting. President Bola Tinubu has urged the newly appointed service chiefs to work as a team, underscoring that there is work to be done. In a chat with State House correspondent, the National Security Advisor conveyed the President's assurance to the service chiefs that they have his unwavering support. Rabadu, who said the service chiefs pledged their loyalty to the President and Nigerians, also underlined their commitment to work tirelessly to secure the country. He added that the President made the right choices in the selection of service chiefs and expect them to deliver. Today's meeting is the President's first formal engagement with the NSA and service chiefs since their appointment on June 19, 2023. The President had on June 19 removed all the service chiefs he met in office exactly 3 weeks after his inauguration and appointed new ones whom he directed to resume with immediate effect. The federal government is set to make about 12 billion naira a year from the 1,000 naira proof of ownership certificate verification fee motorists are to pay. Last week, the Permanent Secretary, Lagos Ministry of Transportation, Abdul Hafiz Toriola, disclosed this. He stated that this certificate will help vehicle owners and the government assure the integrity of all vehicles registered on the National Vehicle Identification Scheme database and track car theft and recovery of stolen vehicles. According to the National Bureau of Statistics, there were 11.76 million vehicles in Nigeria as of second quarter of 2018, and the vehicle per population ratio was put at 0.06 for the period. Per various reports, Nigeria imports about 400,000 vehicles annually. A report by the Punch newspaper recently stated that a total of 192,287 vehicles were imported through the Ports and Terminal Multipurpose Limited into the country in the first 10 months of 2021, while only 114,159 vehicles came through said terminal in the same period of 2022. The Senate is to resume sitting tomorrow after the Eid al-Kabir holiday. Reports claim that as this upper chamber resumes, majority and minority leaders are expected to emerge. The All Progressive Congress APC, with the largest number of members, is expected to produce the majority leader, while the opposition People's Democratic Party will produce the minority leader. News Agency of Nigeria reports that while APC has 59 senators, PDP has 36, Labour Party 8, Social Democratic Party 2, New Nigerian People's Party 2, Young People's Party 1, and All Progressive Grand Alliance 1. This shows that 7 political parties make up the membership of the 10th Senate, with 50 as opposition members. The National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NACON, has revealed that Nigeria lost 14 pilgrims in Saudi Arabia from the beginning of ongoing 2023 Hajj operation to date. Dr. Usman Galadima, Chief of Operation and Head of the NACON National Medical Team, made this known during a post-Arafat meeting with stakeholders yesterday in Mecca, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Galadima explained that 7 pilgrims died before the Arafat, 6 died during the 5-day Masher core Hajj period, an additional one person died after the Arafat. He also revealed that the medical team recorded 3 cases of chicken pox during the core Hajj period, and the affected pilgrims were immediately moved out of the area as a preventive measure to avoid the spread of the disease. Kaladim also disclosed that the team recorded 2 deliveries during the period of Hajj ritual in Mina, Arafat and Muzdalifah, adding that one of the pregnant women delivered on the road, while the second one was brought to the clinic and delivered safely. He emphasized the need for a thorough pre-Hajj medical screening with the issuance of a certificate of medical fitness. A witness of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, was absent at the Presidential Election Petition Court today, setting back the electoral body's commencement of defense at the ongoing proceedings. INEC, which is the first respondent in the petition by the Labour Party and its presidential candidate, Peter Obi, was scheduled to open its defense today. The petitioners are challenging the emergence of President Bola Tinubu and Vice President Kashim Shettima of the All Progressive Congress, APC, in the February 25th election. At the resumed hearing, Counsel to INEC, Abubakar Mahmoud, told the court that he planned to call 3 witnesses within 3 days, but the one slated for the day's hearing was unavailable due to some domestic issues. Counsel to other parties did not object to the request by INEC's counsel. The chairman of the panel, Justice Haruna Sammani, subsequently adjourned till 9 a.m. on Tuesday for the hearing. INEC is also expected to open a defense at 2 p.m. in the petition by the People's Democratic Party and its presidential candidate, Atiku Abubakar. The Jigawa State Governor Malam Umar Namadi has accused the State Ministry of Health of sabotaging his new administration through a lackadaisical approach to patients and the hospital environment. This was contained in a press statement issued, signed, and made available to newsmen by the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, Hamis Mohammed, in Duse, the state capital. The statement revealed that the Governor made the accusation during an unscheduled visit to Duse General Hospital today. According to the statement, the Governor was not happy with the deplorable condition of the hospital. There was no light in some sections as both staff and patients. The statement further added that the Governor was particularly upset to find out that patients, including children under 5 years, both outpatient and those admitted, were paying for drugs and other medical equipment in the hospital, despite the state government's policy of free medication for pregnant women and children under 5 years across the state. The statement noted that Governor Malam Umar Namadi warned that his government will not condone such behavior. This has come in 2 weeks when the governor expressed concern over the truancy behavior exhibited by permanent secretaries and other civil servants in the state. The news is coming to you from the studios of Sawaba Radio. Morning after the short break. Stay tuned.
This is News on the Hour. Sawaba Radio FM. Stay tuned.
Welcome back. You're still on to the services of Sawaba Radio 104.9 Hadija. The Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, has rescued a 25-year-old woman who had been locked up by her father in a room in Jigawa State for 5 years. The development was confirmed by the Public Relations Officer, Duse Command of the NSCDC, Adam murder are now in custody of the NSCDC for further investigation. The Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, SERAP, has urged President Bola Tinubu to urgently publish details of spending of about 400 billion naira so far, saved as a result of the removal of petrol subsidy. SERAP urged Tinubu to provide details of the plans on how subsequent savings from the removal of subsidy on petrol, including specific projects on which the fund will be spent. The group also demanded for the mechanism that had been put in place to ensure that such savings were not embezzled, misappropriated, or diverted into private pockets. Quoting media reports, Serap said the federal government had saved 400 billion naira within the 4 weeks following the implementation of the policy and the removal of payment of subsidy on petrol. The organization stated this in a letter signed by its Deputy Director Kolawole Oluwadare. The statement added that the Tinubu's government has the legal obligations to address the effect of subsidy removal on the human rights of 137 million poor Nigerians. Now weather reports. Pardon, today in history.
On this day in the year 1844, the great ox go extinct. The last known pair of great ox, members of a species of flightless bird, were killed off the coast of Iceland at the request of a collector. It is believed that the extinction of these birds was caused by human activities and hunting due to the high demand for their feathers. On a similar day in the year 1863, the Battle of Gettysburg ends. The 3-day-long battle during the American Civil War was fought between the Union and Confederacy in and around the town of Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Thought to be one of the bloodiest battles of the war, around 50,000 soldiers were lost on both sides. The Battle of Gettysburg marked a key turning point in the conflict. Likewise, on this day in the year 1988, Iran Air Flight 655 is shot down by a U.S. Navy ship. The U.S. since mistakenly shot down the airplane en route to Dubai, killing all 290 people aboard. Similarly, on this day in the year 1962, Algeria gains its independence from France after 132 years of French rule was finalized after the signing of the Evan Accords in the spa town of Evan-les-Bains. The Accords ended a 7-year-long violent war of independence. Ahmed bin Bella happened to be the first president of the country. Lastly, on this day in the year 2013, Egyptian Defense Minister Abdel Fattah al-Sisi staged a coup and forced out President Mohamed Morsi just over a year after he was elected. Khadija Nul Eleman, Sawaba Radio.
Thank you, Khadija, for that. Now to international scene. 3 Chinese military ships are in Nigeria on a rare visit which officials say is aimed at improving maritime security. The arrival of the fleet, which is led by a destroyer, comes 6 months after a new billion-dollar deep sea port was opened in Lagos. It was Chinese built and China has retained